Hello Capricorn, my name's Tawana. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Today we're doing a reading for you. This can resonate with you if you have a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sorry, I'm on vacation. I'm in Colombia. Today I'm in Medellin. I just came back from Jardín, which is a small little remote, well, not that small, but it's a remote town in Colombia, and I've been having the best time. I might share some of the footage. I wanted to share some of the footage with you guys, but I'm just a very terrible vlogger person. That's just not my thing. So maybe if I can like chop up some of the videos that I did get just for my own personal memories, I'll do that. And if not, I just couldn't do it. So don't hold me to it. But it is really beautiful, and I would love to share some of that with you. I have shared some of those photos and videos on Instagram, so if you'd like to follow me while I travel, you can follow me at tawanantoinette on Instagram. But jumping back to your reading, it's interesting because I've been feeling like my experiences are almost informing me of the readings that I've been doing lately, and I'm just recalling an experience that I just had in Colombia that I'm like seeing in the cards. So let's jump in, Capricorn. As usual, we're going to use the Work Your Light Oracle deck, the Angel Answers Oracle deck, and the Radiant Walls Atlas Tarot. We start the reading with the Mintakan card. And this card talks about a feeling of belonging and sometimes even longing to feel like you belong somewhere, you belong doing a particular thing. And I don't know if this is work for some of you, or if this is a relationship for some of you. This could be in your relationships or in the work that you are doing. But it's something like that. It's going to be different for all of you. This card says the original light workers, and I know everybody does not identify with that term, light worker. So it's going to be different things, different feelings of belonging for all of you, and probably a contemplation upon that. Where do I fit? What is for me? What is not? And then we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. This is happening to you. Happening for you, not to you. And I think Scorpio got this card, and I'm also looking at the table and the death card is here, so you may be dealing with a Scorpio. And this card reminds me of the feeling of not belonging anywhere. It feels like information, and when this is happening to us personally, it can feel like you feel victimized by the feeling of not belonging anywhere or in a particular space or doing a particular thing. But in this reading, it feels like the guidance is, Capricorn, this is information. It's not necessarily supposed to make you feel like a victim that you don't belong somewhere or you don't belong doing a particular thing. It's guidance for you to find the place that you do fit and the place that you do belong. And then we have the starseed, what lights you up. And this almost feels really promising and really exciting for me. When I hold this card and I think on it and I tune into the energy, it feels like a world of possibilities. But you can only tap into the possibilities and find where you belong by finding where you don't, or being so deeply impacted that you realize a place or a situation that you don't belong in. So that when you do find the place that you do belong, you can identify the feeling, because it will feel so much different. It will feel like it's almost like lighting you up. It feels like excitement, promise. There's no cloudiness on where you're supposed to be, because it's going to feel so much different from where you weren't meant to be. All right, so we start the reading with the Seven of Wands and the Moon, which feels to me like almost like a path is being obscured or blocked from your view. Like you can't see up ahead, you can't see something. It's like you're learning about something. The Page of Swords and the Star, like, it's like you're guided somewhere, but you can't really see the path. Like you're guided, you're being guided, or you were or are being guided in a new direction, but you can't really see it yet. And maybe some of you guys are just having to trust. It feels like the reason why you can't see the path yet to where you're going next is because it's not the right time to see it. It's almost like it's a timing thing that the universe is like working with you in or with. Like the path, it feels like is emerging, is unfolding. You're not going to be able to see everything straight to the end. It feels like it's a consecutive or consistent layout of, like, I'm seeing in my mind like a bridge being built, and like there's one plank, and then there's another plank, and there's another plank, and there's another plank, and there's another plank, and there's another plank. And by the time you look back, you would have seen such a long pathway that you've traveled, and probably you would have enjoyed the journey, but you wouldn't have been able to like see the entire bridge because you are building it. Like you are actively building the path. That's what I've been trying to say. Yeah, you're actively building the path. And maybe somehow you felt discouraged because you couldn't really see the end of the path or where you're going, and that of course is discouraging. But it felt like it was all about timing, and somewhat also about you and how much effort you do put into actively following your own pathway and building out your own pathway. We have the Nine of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Swords, which to me feels like maybe you have a dream or you have a hope or an aspiration along this path. And this could be so many things. This could be related to career. This could be related to family. This could be related to love life. This is so many different things. So you guys have to pick how this is going to resonate with you, because there's so many of you in the collective. But there's a particular dream or a hope or a wish or a manifestation that I feel like you're like trying to pull into your reality, not being able to quite pull it in the way that you want to. And as a result, I feel like you're like tempted to put an end to it. You're tempted to put an end to it, or maybe some of you already have. It's connected to the path. This feels like the path that you're building. This feels like the path that you're building, which is why it feels like this bridge metaphor for me, like you are actively pulling in the reality yourself. This is not something that you're like tapping into somebody who has like laid the path for you and they've like made a place for you. This is your path that you're actively building yourself. And of course that comes with challenges, because you're building something maybe that has never been done before, or you have never done this before. So there's a realistic amount of challenges and effort that this is going to take, correct? But I feel like it's challenging. It's almost like you're shutting down, maybe out of self-protection. Maybe you're tempted to kill the dream because you can't see where the dream is taking you, or if the dream is even unfolding in the way that you'd like it to. And then we have the Page of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. And this to me feels like an idea that you have. Page of Wands always talks to me about a bright idea, brand new idea. And maybe it's really competitive because there's a lot of people in the space or energies in the space. It just feels like the odds are stacked against you somehow. But it feels like, Capricorn, there's so much love for whatever this dream or this idea is. It feels very emotionally connected to you. It feels like the thing that is lighting you up, or the thing that lights you up. And it's almost like, even though you feel this way, even though you feel it like just cutting your losses and being in the Ten of Swords and just being by yourself and shutting down, it's almost like this reading is saying don't shut down, Capricorn, because this path is up to you. Like, you're building it, and that's the reason why you can't see too far ahead. It feels like it's very much up to you, and of course your angels are there to help you, but a lot of the work rests on your shoulders. And I know that may feel challenging, and I know that may feel difficult sometimes, especially when you can't see where you're going. But it doesn't feel like you should give up on the path. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which to me is excitement, exciting. It connects back to this Starseed card. It's like you'll never get rid of this feeling. This, whatever you're doing, if this is a project that you're doing, if this is an idea that you're launching, it feels like the feeling, the excitement that you get from this path, this thing, if you really observe how you feel about it, the excitement is never quite going away. And that's how you kind of know that this is meant for you. So maybe the guidance is, instead of this Ten of Swords, instead of cutting your losses and shutting down, maybe take some kind of break to like re-energize yourself or restore yourself, become re-inspired, because this path is for you. It is the thing that is bringing you excitement. And then we have the Death card, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Wands, which to me it's almost like you're going through this transformation of finding where you belong. It's almost like through the process of ending something, maybe you decided I'm not going to commit to this because it's not working for me. And I feel like it's in that moment of downtime that you realize that, wow, I actually missed this thing, and you recommit to it. There's like a rebirth to your commitment to this thing, because you realize that, wow, I really like doing this thing. I really like this relationship. I really like this person. I really like this project. I really like this idea. I can't just Ten of Swords it. I can't just quit. I can't just quit it. I can't just give it up. And maybe there has to be a recognition of the challenges that you'll face on this path. But I feel like that's only making you stronger, because you are realistically now accepting that, okay, this may be challenging, but this is for me. I know this is for me, because the feeling never quite goes away. I feel like there's something about the path that is influenced by time. So maybe the timing before wasn't right for you. And I feel like it's in this recommitment that you'll feel more, I'm not gonna sit here and say that everything is gonna be perfect for you and that you're gonna like have success in this relationship or this project or whatever this is, but it feels like you are more assured. And because you're more assured, it feels like you're able to commit even further to whatever this wish or dream is. Because now you know this is for you. Now you know this is not going anywhere. This feeling is not going anywhere. This dream is not going anywhere. And I almost feel like you needed to do this Ten of Swords to realize that you needed to quit, you needed to end things, you needed the time to recover, to be able to recognize where you are meant to be. And then we have the Hierophant, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. I'm just looking at the cards surrounding this for a moment before I say anything. This to me feels like, it's so funny because I don't see your energy here at all, Capricorn. It's almost like you're out of your own energy. Or some of you, maybe this is someone else's energy surrounding you. It's going to be different for all of you. but I don't see your earth energy here at all. It feels like a level of disappointment that you are having to work through. And that's completely normal. But I don't feel like it's too late. I don't feel like it's too... I don't feel like it's too late, Capricorn. I really don't feel like it's too late. And maybe this is something you're doing with other people, in collaboration with other people. Maybe this is connected to your work. And you feeling a commitment to this work. Whatever it is, it feels very challenging for you to recommit to. Maybe because you've lost belief. It feels like a challenge for you to recommit to whatever this work is, whatever this project is. But I feel like the timing of things is changing in the future. And if you could just let go of your idea of how things should be, and the control that you have around how this pathway is laid out, I feel like that's where you meet the sun, which the sun is success, promise. And then we have the Emperor clarifying that, which to me feels like the space where you do feel like you're in control again. You do feel like you at least have some amount of like vision on where you are going and what you are doing on this journey that you're taking, or on this path that you have decided to venture out on. It feels like if you could just let go of like your own feelings of failure, inadequacy, the timing isn't working out, all of this stuff, and just remember the guidance that you first got. Like, you are heading in the right path. This is the right path for you. No matter how difficult it may feel, it's the right path. But it also feels like you have to choose it. All right, let's get some advice. What's the advice for Capricorns, Spirit? What's the advice for Capricorn? First card we have is compromise. Compromise. Take action and be assertive. This is for you, Capricorn. This is for you. And the way that you'll know is because you'll always be excited. It will always light you up. That excitement is never really gonna go away. All right, so I'm gonna leave you guys here. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'm really gonna try to upload some of the travel content from Colombia because I've been having the best time here and my dreams have been insane. The first night in Colombia, in Medellin, I had the strangest dream, and I think it's connected to, I don't know if I don't know if it's the energy here, but I just feel very alive here, and my intuition and psychic abilities have just been extremely intense in my sleep space, and just generally when I'm operating with different people. It's been really interesting here, and I've been really enjoying my time. So if I'm not super active, that's why. I'm on vacation, and please be patient with me. I will definitely upload as soon as I can. All right, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.